Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making another video, and this time it's actually kind of a cool video. It's more of a laid-back video with not much editing going on. This video I'm going to be showing you my custom-made Lego World War I German stormtrooper squadron. Now, this minifigure, I've made, as you can see, 5 minifigures. They're all based on the German stormtroopers of World War I, which, for those who are unaware, I shall explain. The German stormtroopers of World War I were essentially an elite group of soldiers. They were shock troopers, and they specialized in they would spearhead assaults. They would essentially, attack first in a giant waves of, usually in infantry attacks. They would be the first ones to attack a trench, and they were sort of elite units. They were created really and trained with the intention of being the elite, the best of the best. And they would specialize in very dangerous tactics. They would show up in enemy trenches and just lob grenades over and just basically create gaps in the enemy line so that the infantry could then follow behind them. And these guys were very effective during the German 1918 spring offensive, where the Germans attempted to win the war by 1918 before the Americans could arrive. Now, even though the offensive did not work out, the stormtroopers were deadly effective and did cause a lot of panic in the Entente front lines. So I went ahead, and as you can see, I've made 5 of these guys, and it's sort of a squadron. So, sorry, I just knocked the table. So it's a squadron. So I've made 5 of these guys, and so you can kind of see from left to right, I've made a grenadier, a assault unit, an officer, a regular rifleman, and a machine gunner. So we're going to be going through each one of these guys in detail. So let's start out here with the grenadier. Now, I suppose this will be sort of universal for all of my soldiers. Let me just move these guys back so you can get a better look at the grenadier here, so I can handle him with a little bit more space. There you go. Now, the grenadier, first of all, you'll notice right off the bat is they've got these camouflaged helmets, and yes, these were a thing. And you'll also notice that it's a very strange camouflage pattern, but it is an accurate camouflage pattern for the most part. If you look at pictures of World War I camouflaged helmets, they had these strange sort of very angular patterns and weird colors, but that's what they were like. I suppose they were trying to cover all kinds of terrains and stuff. And the camouflage helmets in the war would be hand-painted by soldiers, so you'd get these weird patterns sometimes. But anyways, so he's got this camoed helmet, which is custom-painted by me, sort of emulating the German camouflage pattern of the war. And then, he's kind of got a very angry face. And I also gave him a brick arms vest, and I've also painted it, added a bit more detail to it. And it's, I don't normally use these brick arms webbed gears or anything like that on my figures because, I don't know, I just think they, I think they make the figures look a little too chubby, I guess, or there's too much going on. But because the stormtroopers were kind of like elite soldiers and everything, I figured this would be kind of a cool way to make them stick out a little bit and make them look a little bit more unique, to kind of give the idea that they're a little bit more specially equipped. And as you can see, this guy's got 2 stick grenades sticking out of his vest, which I've painted. And also, there's the back. The torso is a Brickmania World War I German minifigure torso. And then he's holding in one hand a large Geballte Ladung, which is sort of a German anti-tank grenade. It's actually not really an anti-tank grenade. It's more of just like a giant grenade, but it would be used as anti-tank grenades in World War II as well. And then a Mauser C96 in the other hand so that he could, do some shooting. And then I also, as you can see, have leg wraps on his legs to make it look a little bit more historically accurate. And what's interesting about stormtroopers in World War I is that sometimes they'd be handed nothing, they would be handed nothing but a bag of grenades, and they would just toss them over the enemy trench like crazy. So yeah, grenadiers were a big part of the German stormtroopers. Now, next to him, as you can see, I've got a assault trooper. This is actually the first guy I made, hence why he looks his helmet is a little get it to focus. His helmet is a little bit more rough, I guess, but yeah, as you can see, there it is. Still camouflage helmet. And then he's got a gas mask by Minifig Cat, yeah, minifig cat. And he looks really, really cool with it. And then for his torso, it's a Brickmania sticker. And then he's just kind of got the regular web gear and the leg wraps. And then for his accessories, I gave him a Brick Arms MP18 submachine gun, which was the first ever, well, alongside the Italian Beretta 1918, it was the first ever submachine gun to be deployed in combat, and a trench mace to get up close and personal with his enemies. So there is the assault soldier. Next up here is an officer, and as you can see, he's got, again, same thing. The camo varies, but it's the same pattern. It's just different. And then for his face, he's kind of got like this sort of older looking face. He's a bit of an older guy. He's probably been in the army for a long time. And then he's got a vest, again, same thing. This time it's an officer's vest, so he's got a holster. And then I give him a Luger P08 and a saber, which I actually have no idea if the saber is historically accurate or not, but it looks cool, which is why I gave it to him, so whatever. And then, yeah, leg wraps. And next to him is a regular rifleman. I like this face. It kind of looks like he's aiming, or it's a good face for like aiming down sights. Same, pattern as the other guys on the helmet. Painted with his webbed gear, and again, he's got a Brickmania stickers on there. His gun is a Kar 98K, which is a World War II rifle, but it's supposed to be a stand-in for the Kar 98AZ, which is a rifle that was used by the German army in World War I. That was kind of the predecessor of the Kar 98K, and the stormtroopers like to use that rifle because it was smaller and lighter weight, and also had a curved bolt, which means you could fire faster. Or at least that's one of the many reasons why they liked it, I think. But yeah, there you go. And the last guy is a machine gunner. Now, I want to give this guy a custom Madsen machine gun. Oop, I knocked over the officer. I want to give this guy a custom Madsen machine gun. But for the time being, I gave him a MG08 by Brick Arms. And I also gave him a Mauser as a secondary. So there he is there. And it's the same principle as all the other guys. So he's got the painted helmet, the webbed gear, the Brickmania torso and all that. So it's the same principle as the other guys. So there you go. Those are my custom Lego World War I German stormtroopers. These are overall pretty fun to make. I enjoyed them. I guess the most challenging part was painting the helmet. I actually screwed up the camouflage on the helmet and I had to redo them afterwards, but now they're okay. And I really, really like these guys. I'm thinking about maybe making more in the future. I don't know if I will, but maybe I'll make like a flame trooper unit and then maybe like a trench raider of some type. But for the time being, I think these guys are really, really cool. So, yeah, I tried to keep them historically accurate. I don't know if I succeeded or not, but anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and maybe this helped to inspire you, I guess. So, yeah. Anyways, see y'all later. Bye-bye.